Svensson, 8:40 the time for Svensson, 8:49 Lau Bailey, and I think he's going to be there. He's on form, there's no doubt about that. But Mike, do you think he will have taken the first lap a little bit steady as an experiment just to see how he's feeling?
He does. He appears as he's maturing to be doing that. A wonderful strategy which Bjorn Dahlen started so many years ago. Clement Bauer is on form.
This is very, very quick. We said he was fast. Don't get too excited. His hit rate in the standing position is appalling this year, down at something like 60%. But maybe today is going to be the day. 0.8 inside Svensson. 100 to 1 at the start of today. Wow. Biathlon. Oh, that's a nice start as well, and he's even quicker than Clement Bauer. I missed which lane he was in, but I think he was closer to the exit than Clement Bauer, so he could be inside 8:47. He will be, and it will be a comfortable lead for Biathlon, who, as we mentioned, won in Hogfilson earlier this year.
He looks so easy coming out of the range, Birnbacher, not stressing. You just feel he can put some more pressure on in ski time.
Now, we should hear some cheering if these targets go down. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Schapulin not as quick as Birnbacher of Germany, but he's kept himself in the race, and he knows these tracks as well as anyone. And this man really has made it this year, hasn't he, Mike? He was a brilliant junior, we've mentioned that a number of times, but it's always impressive when you see a good junior, a world champion at junior level, just step it up bit by bit, and Schapulin has done that, and I'm glad to see it, because I think Nikolai Krugloff of Russia was either pushed too hard or something went wrong, because he had so much potential but never really produced the goods.
No, and in a sense, Schapulin is so gifted, so talented, but I do feel he was over-raced when he first came into the seniors. He had a dip, and now he's back.
First target down at 8:20 for Terje Bo. Remember that number. Martin Fourcade will be in shortly.
Terje Bo, he blinks between each shot. Schapulin didn't blink at all throughout the 5 shots.
Anderson seems to have lost some weight. I think the stresses of a biathlon coach aren't dissimilar to that of a football coach. And let's see how Terje Bo, that's good. That's really good start. And he's certainly a potential winner today. There is Zemlier. Well, he was 4 or 5 seconds inside Terje Bo, but that one miss. Very expensive today. Good shooting so far in the prone. What do we got? 9-10 clear?
Oh, out of 11 already through, in fact now 12. We have 9 perfect shoots. The easiest day. Often it's windy here in this range in Khanty-Mansiysk.
Simonader, look at that. He's 8-9 seconds inside Terje Bo's time. So Birnbacher at 8:43 is going to be pushed down. Great shooting from Simonader as well. Nice to see the Austrians back in contention. And I don't think they haven't had a win. They haven't had a win in a sprint so far this year. So that would be a turn up for the books. It's a good time. It's a very good time. 9.9 the advantage. So Austria steal the Russians' thunder for now, but it's still early stages. Now, if you do have a moment, if you've got your iPad handy, do drop us a line on our email, biathlon.eurosport@yahoo.com. And what we want to know today and for the rest of this weekend is which have been the highlights, which is the best race you've watched so far this season. Let's have one for the men, one for the women. It can either be the most exciting race or it can be the best performance of the year. I think we've both got our ideas, but I think on Sunday we'll see if everyone's thinking along the same sort of lines. I don't think we necessarily have to go to the World Championships, but it was one of the best World Championships I think we've ever had.
Some of the races there, and they all seem to go down to the finish line. Benedikt Dahl, this is his 6th World Cup start this season. He's done a lot of IBU Cup races, and he just let that last shot go too soon. For me, Patrick, Rastagurov is the best improved biathlete of the season. 82nd last year and 34th this year.
Who would you like to see win who hasn't had a win so far?
I'd like to see Arndt Pfeiffer come back, because he hasn't had a lot of luck this season. He came 2nd here last year. and just for his confidence to go on to motivate him throughout the summer.
I think you're forgetting something. He won the World Championship here in 2011, the Sprint World Champion, and he won here in 2009. So these are tracks that he likes. He's done nothing this year.
But that's it, he's done nothing, so I'd like to see him come back to his former winning ways.
Here's the man I would like to see win a race. I think he's a fantastically exciting biathlete. Lukas Hofer getting quicker and quicker. Look at the ski time, it's amazing. Terje Bow got the first shot down at 8:20. Well, he's a long way inside, and I think he's inside Simoneda, but he won't shoot quite as quick as the Austrian.
He's tried to make that rifle more steady with the big weight out the far end, the weight on the barrel.
Good shooting, 10 seconds to get to the exit. He was down in lane 4, so he's got a little further to ski. I'm not sure he's going to match Simoneda, but he's going to be close enough to challenge on the second lap. And Lukas Hofer is in business. Is it going to be a day for the Italians? Highlight of the Italian season, still that women's relay.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm just seeing at the moment, coming into the stadium, Martin Fourcade is 15 seconds up on anybody come into the range so far.
Will he clear 5? Will he clear 5? If you push the pace on this climb into the stadium, you can pay a heavy price. Schlesinger, what a shame. It hasn't been his season. I think his main success of the season, or over the last 2 years, Mike, was winning the World Championships for Nova Mesto, because he played a huge role in that. Lau Bailey on his second shoot. Is he going to get 5? We talked about the Americans struggling with the standing targets. Oh, it goes down. I thought that one was wide. A split round on number 5. It has gone down, and Lau Bailey's got himself a clear shoot. And I'm not sure, but I think that might be the first time he's done that in a sprint so far this year. We might be able to check that out.
In fact, no, at Antholz before the World Champs, he got the perfect 10 then, finishing 7th.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So a top 10 on the cards, perhaps, for Lau Bailey.
Come on, Lau. That's another one. I'd love to see one of the Americans on the podium again. There's so many. I'd love to see Bjorn Dahlen on the podium today with a win.
There we had a nice email from Jack Burke, the father of Tim Burke. Thanks, Jack. Glad you're enjoying our coverage over in the USA. Quite how you're watching it, I don't know, but good to see you following it. And he's got some information on Russell Courier. Courier actually starting last today, and so he might be able to keep the race alive, certainly for the American fans. Now, Martin Fourcade, we've got him in the top right-hand corner of your screen. 15 seconds up on everyone else. Taking an extra 5 seconds over the first shot, Mike.
And Moravit's missing his 4th shot. The tension, he would have gone out in first place.
Give us a predicted time for Fourcade out of the stadium.
I would say if he gets...
8:30?
Yeah, it'd be 8:21, I reckon.
Mazet seems anxious, but obviously delighted that Fourcade has gone clear again. He's after his 9th win of the season. The Crystal Globe is in the bag, but that doesn't seem to have slowed him down. 15.4 clear, despite the fact that he took longer than anyone else over that first shot. He's pretty untouchable if he hits the targets at the moment.
He's a sensation, Martin Fourcade. We saw him at the Olympics, of course, in Vancouver 3 years ago. He was just getting into his biathlon then, and he's doing everything right this season. What a man, and he must be intimidating anyone out in that field that has an eye on the podium today, just putting them all in second place already.
Svensson on his first race back after 2 weeks off, and maybe it's going to show. Well, it's good. Don't forget he did well in the World Championships, despite the fact that he missed a target. But today there is a man out on the tracks a lot quicker than he is, so it won't be a win for Emil Hegler Svensson. Clement Bauer with his first miss. Come on, 4 out of 5 would be nice. It's more likely to be 4 out of 5 misses. Oh!
You said it. You said it. What? He's been shooting so well. He got 10 out of 10 in the relay on Sunday in Sochi. Come on, Bernbach. I'd like Andy as well. I want everyone to get on that podium.
You're such a nice guy.
Hey, that's great. That is great for the Germans. Mark Kirchner, he knows how to do that. He did it 5 times at the World Champs.
Birnbach is flying, isn't he? 17.43 from Lau Bailey. Bailey, 10 out of 10. Birnbach has done the same. Is it going to be around 17.30? Might even be under 17.30. It will. Great start. 15.6 the margin. But he's now got to push the accelerator, because don't forget Fourcade, 15 seconds up and Birnbach after the first shoot. Here we go with Shapulin, who was pretty slow on the first lap.
So many of the athletes opting for the thicker, the warmer gloves today. Minus 15.
What's your take on the shades, Mike?
I think in these temperatures, it's absolutely the wise thing to wear them, but I would rather see it. It's 6 o'clock local time here, of course. It's getting darker. I would certainly have very clear shades on today. You just want to break that wind from your eyes.
I guess the question is, how early should you take them off to allow your eyes to adjust to the fact that you're no longer looking through a shade, which is, I guess, why you're mentioning that a clear shade is just as effective.
You want to, in these temperatures, certainly for the sake for your eyes and the feeling coming in to shoot. But yeah, there was some research done saying you want to at least take your shades, if they're dark ones on a bright day, off so that your eyes become adjusted within 1 minute of shooting. But it doesn't really matter. You're shooting at the size of a golf ball here in the prone. The 11.5 centimetres, a large orange in the stand.
Terje Bo struggling with the stand, just like Emil Hegler Svensson. The Norwegians have conquered just about everything this year, but they've struggled a little bit since the World Championships. I was just wondering on that note whether Norway had focused on peaking during the World Championships, because of course they'll be at a similar time to the Olympics next season, and obviously the Olympics is the big one for next year.
It definitely worked for Svensson. He came to his best form there at the World Champs, and what a feeling that has to be. When it matters most, get yourself in the best shape you can possibly be, and it certainly did intimidate Martin Fourcade.
But we have this argument every year, don't we? Who's the best biathlete? The guy who wins 4 golds at the World Championships, or the guy who wins the overall World Cup?
I think the consistency to keep yourself at the top throughout the whole racing season is the ultimate biathlete. Yes, winning at the big occasion is good. It's great, in fact.
Well, Simon Ada's missed his opportunity with 1 miss. It's still going to be a good result, and he should get a very respectable start in the pursuit.
For Bjorn Dahlen fans, unfortunately, he missed one in the pro, and he's in 24th position, 50 seconds behind.
Now, we've had an email in from an Alexei Volkov. I'm not sure it's the Alexei Volkov who's on your screen at the moment, telling us that we're pronouncing the name of Tora Berger a little bit wrong there. It makes it sound as though she works for a fast food outlet. Oops. So Volkov with 5 out of 5. How's the time? He's way outside. Something's gone wrong there, Mike. 1 minute and 5 down. Extraordinary. Maybe he's taken a fall. It's not technically, it's not the hardest course, but a lapse of concentration can certainly result in a big tumble, and if that happens at the bottom of one of the big descents, you can certainly lose 30 seconds.
He just doesn't look like he's at the races in terms of his energy. We saw in Sochi he wasn't functioning at a high place. What is this style? Oh well, it worked. Using your elbow to change the mags.
Arndt Pfeiffer. Now, we've mentioned his success here in Khanty-Mansiysk. We'll try and track his entry into the range. It's not bad. He's 15 seconds down on Fourcade, but that puts him in 3rd place. Well, a miss, I'm afraid, has ruined his chances. So he's going to have to wait. 9 out of 10 will certainly give him a chance in the pursuit. Both the men and the women racing pursuit tomorrow. Lukas Hofer